What's going on, everybody? A lot of you guys have been asking, where are the trailer reactions, Jabby? Have you abandoned us? No, we haven't abandoned you. It's just that we like to wait a little bit before pursuing trailer reactions. We like to see how it's doing. We also don't like to do it right away because usually they get copyright claimed if we do it too soon. That's the biggest reason, honestly, is we hold off or don't do it at all just because it gets a little bit frustrating when you put in the time, you have to get it out there, and then it just gets blocked, claimed, whatever, and it's like, okay, great. So hopefully, by waiting, we get to do these, and there are no complaints from the studios, and they're happy to see our reaction. And so we are aiming to do 5 videos. How many have actually?
5 reactions.
5 reactions.
1 video.
1 video.
It's like a 2-in-1 shampoo, except you get 5 things.
Ek video.
Ek video.
Ek the tiger.
Punch.
Okay.
Reaction.
We're starting with Sikandar, the official film teaser, starring Salman Khan and Rashmika.
दादी ने नाम सिकंदर रखा था दादा ने संजय
Oh.
That's confusing.
प्रजा ने राजा सा
So many names.
बहुत बड़ा सिकंदर समझता है
Dang.
इंसाफ दिलाएगा तू
इंसाफ नहीं
Whoa.
इंसाफ करने आया हूँ
Why?
Dang.
कायदे में रहो फायदे में रहो
Oh, it's
Fancy
got a scar. Okay.
Oh, cute little train fight. Whoa. Oh, that's adorable.
तुम्हारे दुश्मनों में तुम इतने पॉपुलर हो
इतनी तो पॉपुलैरिटी है
Yeah, we know you are. Dang. Oh.
आईपीएस का एग्जाम देकर पुलिस बन जाऊंगा और बिना कोई एग्जाम दिए देगा
Oh.
विकास करने पर मजबूर मत कर बेटा
Let me stay right
my
here.
gosh.
Wow.
जो
All
All
right.
right, all right.
Ooh, what do you think?
Why are you asking me first?
Well, this is just different for me, for Salman Khan, insofar as normally I'm used to his films being a certain level of violence that is not that. This is higher on the violence grade
Yes.
or spectrum. It's more in that direction. And I guess that's just par for the course with a popular South director. You
Yes.
guys can correct me in the comments if I'm way off the mark there. And so, you take something like Tube Light, which we've watched 20 times, or Bajrangi Bhaijaan is more accurate,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The films that have like a message and appeal. I know that Ek the Tiger and Tigers in Hay, I don't think I watched Tiger 3. I know those films are action, but generally speaking, it's sort of like a Marvel-esque PG-13 rating over here, kind of action, where it's like the violence is done in such a way that you could still kind of watch that with your family. It's not brutal violence, and there's usually a message in there. I don't see a message in here. This is more of like an action film with him in the main driver's seat.
I mean, yes, it is violent, but I don't feel like it's too crazy violent because there's still that sense of it being like over the top. Like the movements and stuff like that. No one actually fights like that in real life, but it's cool to look at in a movie.
He did Gajini, which
Yeah.
I popularly have retitled Gaijini. Which means nothing,
Yes.
apparently. Did you watch Seven Arivu?
I have not seen that, no.
But was that watched on the channel?
Yeah, it was watched by someone named Jabby.
I watched that?
Named.
When did I see that?
I thought you watched that.
Okay.
Was it not the movie that Andrew fell asleep in, but he wasn't actually sleeping because he really liked it?
No, that's a different movie.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly certain it's not this one. I think it was like... It wasn't this one. It was a Vikram movie. This is not Vikram.
That's not Vikram?
That's Surya.
Oh, that's Surya. Okay.
Yeah.
Then maybe.
Not all Indians are the same, Achara. They don't all look alike.
Okay, then maybe it
Don't
wasn't-
be racist.
Maybe it wasn't that movie.
No racist, bro.
Oh my God, Jabby Koei. I nearly used your real name. Okay. So, like.
I'm just trying to see. Like, I have a
I
hard time
know-
remembering
I
South
know
Indian movie
Andrews
titles. Oh,
saw-
Kathi. I saw that, I think.
Yes, you did see that.
Okay. We saw Spider.
We did see
That was
Spider.
amazing. The aunties going
The
full-blown
aunties
action.
were
The movie
incredible.
otherwise was, but that part, Darbar, that sounds familiar. Okay, anyway, I was just trying to see what else this director has done to get a gauge. I remember I liked Ga Genie. That was an interesting, take on the Christopher Nolan Memento thing. I feel like the stuff I've seen from him has been interesting to say the least. This feels very
commercial,
hyper stylized, big, over the top, which is not a bad thing. I'm just pointing out what I see.
Yes.
So
that is what I see as well.
Yeah, I don't really have a sense as to what I'm rooting for. All I have is Salman Khan and popular director. That's the winning combination. It's a teaser, so I don't necessarily need to get much more than that. But I don't really have a sense as to like what am I excited about beyond the profiles involved.
And Rashmika, popular, upcoming actress, young.
So let's move on. We are looking at Good, Bad, Ugly Tamil teaser. Okay.
Starring Ajith Kumar, baby.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, a tattoo.
Red Dragon.
All right.
Chara Kirk is Red Dragon.
Oh. Dang.
Oh, what? Impossible.
Oh.
That's a car.
Dang. Okay.
My darlings, missed you all.
Hi there.
All
That
right.
was delightful.
That was a lot of that was. What did you think of Chara Kirk?
I actually enjoyed that one. That was pretty fun. I think it was like the whole vibe. I was just like, ooh, it's like making me move. I like the music a lot. It's kind of falling in line with the type of commercial action films that we see a lot. It's just like colorful, it's pretty, it looks nice, nice composition, explosions, fast cars, just like swag, coolness. Like, yeah, having fun.
I don't know what I just saw.
No, I don't know either,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed it.
It's definitely a lot of glitz and glam going on. When you tell me a title like Good, Bad, Ugly, I am automatically working under the assumption of, oh, this is kind of a lightweight homage to the Clint Eastwood classic,
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
the spaghetti western, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. There was a Korean film called The Good, the Bad, and the Weird, which is more closely, obviously, in homage to that old western, and it just sort of does its own thing. And I was kind of half expecting that here, but this is just a teaser. We don't even know if 90% of this is in the movie. This could all just be for more of a title announcement, but instead of doing a poster with motion in it, you actually have him doing some stuff. They showed you a little bit of action, but when you say Good, Bad, Ugly, my expectation, just off of my own history with movies and stuff, I'm expecting 3 characters, the good, the bad, the ugly. And so because I only saw him, I have 2 assumptions. My first assumption is we didn't see the other 2 characters, right? The second assumption is he's supposed to be all 3, even though he's not ugly.
I think it's all that.
Unless they're talking about his soul.
His behavior.
Yeah, his behavior is bad. He's actually a good guy, and his soul is ugly.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know, man.
I think we figured out the whole movie.
I don't think we figured out shit. I think that this is just wild conjecture off of not a lot to go off of.
Yeah.
So it was definitely stimulating.
Yes.
There was a lot of stuff happening.
Stuff.
I think that, for me, having watched Indian films for as long as I have, I think my bar is just higher now. I'm like, okay, you got to tell me why I want to watch this, though.
I feel the same.
You can't just show me a movie star and expect me to jump on board unless it's Daniel Day-Lewis. Like, he's the only one. He's literally the only one.
Well, I feel like Ajith Kumar is probably the Daniel Day-Lewis for a lot of people out there, where they're like, I am an Ajith Kumar fan. I want to see every single one of his movies. I feel like the teaser teased like the style and the tone. I feel
Achara, did you see the spider teaser? There was literally a spider robot that never showed up in the movie. So the teasers can be super misleading. Okay? We got old aunties kicking ass. That wasn't in any of the commercials.
No, because they wanted to keep it as a surprise, okay?
Yeah.
And boy, was it an amazing one.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is, like, I just want to know why. And give me a little bit more sense of what's going on with that title. The title's intriguing for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So, all right. Next up, Kannappa. Kannappa. How do you do that?
Yeah.
How would you say it?
Kannappa.
No, there's 2 N's and 2 P's, though.
That's what I said.
Kannappa.
Pa.
Well, how would you say that in Japanese? If there's 2 N's and 2 P's?
Kannappa.
No, you wouldn't.
Kannappa.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Pa.
you're elongating the vowel, the consonant. There's 2 P's in there. How would you do that?
Kannappa.
Y'all are liars.
What?
Y'all are a bunch of liars.
You're a liar.
Here we go. That's a costume.
Yeah. So it's period?
We don't know for sure yet.
Yeah.
ఎవరు భయపడకండి
Maybe it is.
శంకరుడి సైన్యం ఎక్కడో సన్నద్ధమై ఉంటుంది
Whoa, whoa.
వాళ్ళు వేలల్లో కాదు లక్షల్లో రానివ్వండి తెలుసుకుందాం
Whoa.
ఆనా తిన్నడి ఆనా ఆపదొచ్చిన ప్రతిసారి
Looks like Hercules.
కొనే ఈ రాయి దేవత కాదు
Oh.
అంతటి నాస్తికుడు మీకు భక్తుడవుతాడా?
Whoa.
It was.
What? All right.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Did they say all their names in the thing and I missed it?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely had Prabhas inside the
I didn't see that.
Prabhas. I didn't
Okay,
see Akshay
that was
Kumar.
way at the end of the title. Yo, lead with that. I didn't know that they
No,
were.
but okay, we got Mohan Lal as well.
Sure. Yeah, the names I would more easily recognize. They put at the end.
Yeah.
So it's not like they lied. I was like, what the heck? What are they doing in this movie? That's crazy. Together.
I mean, it's definitely going to get people curious to go
Yeah.
and watch it, right? I was getting, obviously, like, we didn't have the subtitles, but I was getting, like, Ramayanan vibes, and I don't know if that was a correct assumption or not. Definitely the thing that's drawing me in are the lead, the cameos that we're seeing here from Prabhas and Akshay Kumar. I'm just curious because I didn't know what was really going on without subtitles because there was a lot of dialogue and I'm just like, feel like I'm a little bit lost here.
It's probably based on the Ramayana because it says based on a true story.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that kind of vibe. I think because of the archery and like, you know, it's like a warrior guy with a beautiful woman who I'm assuming is his wife. So I was like, oh, it feels like Ram and Sita, you know, and this kind of, I don't know, it feels like a magical world. I think it's just because of the way it's being represented. Like everything feels so bright and Technicolor. If there was one thing that I wish was different upon watching this was like, I just wish that the costumes looked a little bit more lived in because everything looked so clean.
Well, when is it supposed to drop? It's supposed to come out sometime in 2025. I don't have a date here.
Movie.
April 25th. So it's coming out fairly soon. There's not a lot of time. The reason I wanted to know that is because I wanted to know how much more refining we could expect before the film is supposed to drop. Now, it's entirely possible that they are continuing to refine it right up to release date. I mean, hell, they refined Spider-Man No Way Home after it came out.
Sure.
So it's entirely possible to refine these things, you know, leading up to, Avengers Endgame, another Marvel reference. They subbed out, Robert Downey Jr.'s I Am Iron Man 2 weeks before the film dropped. So
Dang.
anything is possible. I'm saying all that because I feel like this needs another color grading pass.
Yeah.
It feels so, you said bright, it just feels so clean.
Yeah.
And maybe that's by design and maybe that's the intention. But the way my brain reads it is not the way the filmmaker wants me to read it, I feel like. You know, an example, I suppose, would be, not to mention him twice, but the Vicky Kaushal film coming out fairly soon. That has like this epic period sort of vibe to it.
Yeah.
And this feels more, not quite that. I'm trying to navigate this very carefully so as to not offend anyone's sensibilities, especially if you see this and you're like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad about, if you love this, then dope.
Good for you.
Like, excellent.
Yeah.
Just the way my brain is reading it, it doesn't feel like that. You know, another Akshay Kumar film, I suppose, is the one where he had the turban, Saffron or something.
Kesari.
Kesari. That had more of a period feel.
Yeah,
you know?
but maybe what I'm reading is like maybe this is kind of straddling that line between period and mythical. Do you know what I mean?
Even so, even if it's mythical, you want to do a film pass on it.
No, I agree. I that's the one thing that like really stood out to me, especially when they were like running across the green grass. I was like, dang, that grass is almost fluorescent. It's so green.
Yeah. So if you look at, this is such a weird thing to bring up, but if you look at anything from Disney Plus, like any of their shows, like Loki season 2 is an example. When you watch it, there's like this film texture to it. They still shoot digital. I'm saying this for the filmmakers who might be watching this. There's like a film texture to it. They do a film pass. They do a couple of passes on it to give it more of a lived-in look. And it's probably shot on the same camera this is shot on.
Yeah.
You know, most likely it's the same exact film. And when they shoot, same exact cameras, when you shoot on these cameras, you're shooting in RAW, which means you can pull it any way you want. It's entirely possible that between now and April 25th, you can put a film grade pass on it. You know, where it has more of some kind of texture to it, so it doesn't look so clean.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the costumes, you mentioned the costumes.
Well,
I feel like
it could also be because it's so clean.
Yeah.
In that like lack of film grain and like everything just being so bright that they just look so like they look like costumes to me.
You know what it is? It looks closer to just video. You know, remember like if you just shoot with like a handycam camera, it looks closer to that than it does to film. And that might just be because of what do you call it? Conditioning from years of us watching, you know, film as, you know, from the time we were kids to grown-ups. And so maybe people who are young right now, like in their teens watching this, will just be acclimated to a cleaner look. And they're not going to, they'll be none the wiser.
Yeah, because I think when you're trying to sell me on something that is like supposed to be, you know, historical or maybe, you know, like making it feel like it's from an older time.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me to then also have the look of the film and the costumes and the set and everything to kind of have a more like lived in old-timey feel.
Yeah.
Rather than like, well, these clothes have been all pressed and laundered recently and like it just looks like a costume as opposed to like something that
Yeah. I mean, even something like Bahubali gets you closer to...
Or like PS1 and PS2, you know? I thought they had really great looking costumes.
Sure.
Like that didn't... It wasn't jarring to me.
But again, like that can be adjusted easily with the color grading.
Yeah.
So anyway, it seems ambitious. Every time I see a Ramayana thing, I'm like, oh, that's ambitious. I hope that this is well received.
Yeah,
and
fingers crossed.
I get very apprehensive about talking about it because I'm like, ugh.
Well, because we don't know. You know, like we didn't grow up with that.
Yeah.
So maybe this is like hitting all of the points for you,
Yeah.
in which case, like, you know more than we do. So
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So we're watching the teaser for Hit 3. Here we go.
Ooh.
Like, I blinked and I missed like 4 shots.
Oh my God.
Okay.
ఈ కేసు ఆడికి ఇవ్వడంలో ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదు కానీ ఈడి లాఠీకి దొరికినోడి పరిస్థితి ఆలోచిస్తేనే
What is Lati? Oh.
That's a car.
Yeah,
dang.
that was a car. Dang. Hello, Nani. Smack him.
Yeah.
Ew, no.
మర్డర్స్ చేస్తున్నారంటే ఏదో మోటివ్ ఉంది చేయి ముందు పెట్టు
Oh, what? Are we gonna break some fingers? No way. Dude.
ఫస్ట్ డే నిన్ను చూసినప్పుడే డౌట్ వచ్చింది నాకు ఒక పోలీస్ ఆఫీసర్ వేనా నువ్వు
Got some 007 going on here.
Yeah.
అనుకొని మోసపోయారు నెల్లు జనం మీకు చూపిస్తా ఒరిజినల్
This is the second teaser we're seeing contacts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the good guy or the bad guy? You're gonna need a lot of stain remover for that. Jesus.
Well, this is definitely a trending tone.
The uber violence?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was ever since Animal or if it's been going on.
It's been going on.
I feel like Animal is where they really tried to push that
Yeah.
envelope,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Overton window, and
Now
I
it's
like
like-
Nani a lot. He's an actor who I will often like. Just hearing his name being involved in a project, I'll sign up for right away to watch. And I'm realizing as I'm watching this, I'm like, if it's a drama, if it's a drama and it's Nani,
I know.
I will
he's
sign up right
so
away.
good in dramas.
Not that he's not good here. Like, I just, okay, I'm going to be transparent with you guys. We've seen a lot of people ask for Marco. Like, so many comments asking for Marco. And I told Achara, I'm not watching it. I'm just not. I'm not interested. I don't need to watch something that is so grotesquely violent. Like, that's the selling point. Every time I see comments about it, it's like, it's the most violent movie ever. And I'm like, cool. Like, now I don't want to watch it. Like, I don't have any interest in watching something just because it's violent. I have interest in watching something because there's a great story, there's great characters, there's great cinematography, maybe there's really well-designed fight scenes. Things just being straight up violent don't interest me. Now, you've got Nani involved in this project. For him alone, I might sign up to watch this. Like, he is such a huge selling point. In fact,
Yes.
I would argue he's the only selling point for me in this. Because the stuff going on in here, I'm like, I don't know what the tone is. Like, when you have the consecutive, hey, 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 I'm like, oh, is this a comedy? I'm confused. Because if this was in America, that would indicate to the American brain, it's a comedy.
Right.
But
I mean, that's why I giggled.
right. But for an Indian viewer, it might not be comedic in tone whatsoever. That's just like, oh no, that's cool. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know. So I was ready to laugh, and I was ready to laugh some more. And then it got really more violent as the trailer went on. I'm like, yeah, I don't need more violence.
I think the hit series has always been about serial killers. The thing,
So he's a serial killer.
well, that's what's confusing to me. I don't think he's a serial killer. He's the cop. But then I'm watching him like beat up on a guy and like break his fingers to the point where I'm like, dude, you could have just hit him once or twice. The message is clear. But also, like, why are you doing that if you're law enforcement? And secondly, he like literally ripped the arms off someone and like got covered in blood. So I'm just confused now because I'm like, are you the good guy or are you the bad guy? And maybe that's the point.
No, to me, he is the good guy, but he is an anti-hero.
Yeah.
That's a very popular thing to do in the South, as we've seen for a very long time.
Sure.
So wasn't Ajit Kumar in the original version of the Hrithik film that we didn't see the Hrithik version. Steph saw the Hrithik version, I believe. But Ajit Kumar and R. Madhavan, they did a film together where it was like a murder mystery thing and then ends in a factory.
It was
Vijay, that's right. Okay.
Sethupathi.
Oh, that's right. It was Vijay Sethupathi and R.
Yeah.
Madhavan. It doesn't matter. I don't even know why I brought that up at this point. We've gone down such a big rabbit hole. I can't remember, honestly, what my string of thought was. But maybe the reason I brought it up is just because it was intriguing. It had an intriguing story.
Yeah, it
Right.
was interesting.
Oh, no,
It
the
was
reason I
like
brought it up,
who's the hero?
I know why I
who's
brought
the
it.
good
Stop
guy,
talking. You're going to make me forget why I brought it up. So the reason I brought it up is because that film established early on in the film, like this sort of anti-hero thing, because in the beginning of that movie, our main cop murdered some bad guys. Like,
Right, he set
straight
up
up
an encounter.
And then
Yeah.
the very next scene, he's like in bed with his boo. And then the music shifts and is like really romantic. I'm like, what movie are we watching? Like, for an American, and that's really jarring. Even if you've been watching Indian films for 7 years, it can be really jarring, right?
Right.
And so I don't know how many years I've been watching Indian films at that point. My point being right now is that like that film like really highlighted to me the love and fandom around the anti-hero. They might not necessarily call him an anti-hero, but that's what he is. So I feel like I can confidently say with a 90% certainty that he's the good guy and he's an anti-hero and he's taking out guys who are much worse.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's still confusing in the trailer. That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think a serial killer is going to walk into a interrogation and be like, put his hand out, pow, 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 pow.
No. But that's police brutality.
Yeah. This just goes in line with the trend we've been seeing. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not excited about this trend. What I love about Indian cinema is the variety and colors in story and emotions, while also, having action sometimes. Just straight brutal violence does not make me excited. But apparently it makes people excited because it's. I mean, the votes are insane.
Yeah.
So
people love this.
Yeah. Maybe
I'm down. I'm down for it because of Nani,
yes.
like you said.
Yeah. Last one. The Bhootnii.
The Bhootnii. Knee.
Okay. The Bhootnii.
Bhootnii.
Those two eyes.
Yeah.
The Bhootnii.
It's a ghost, right? Bhoot is ghost. Ghostly. Ghostling. Ghost.
Here we go.
Na jayate mriyate va kadachit.
That's right, because we're energy. Okay.
Nayam bhutva bhavita. Vana puya. Ajo nitya shashvato yam purano. Na hanyate hanya mane sharire.
Okay.
गीता में लिखा है आत्मा अमर है अजर
Oh crap.
शरीर के नष्ट होने पर भी इसका नाश नहीं होता और ऐसी आत्मा अगर किसी चाहत से जुड़ जाए
She'll stay forever.
से जुड़ जाए
She's coming. Give her a chance, man.
Oh, she's the hot one from...
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay. Oh my god, it's like Blade. The Mooney Roy, right?
Yeah, I like her a lot.
I know you do.
She's wifey material. She's always playing a villain, it feels like. Mooney Roy.
Yeah, because she's too hot. You know what happens when a woman is too hot?
She's a villain.
She's a villain. When she's too sexy.
Well, that's how we know you're a good guy.
Exactly. That's why I've never been cast as a villain. It's true. I am too cute to be a villain, okay?
Well, I mean...
Even though in real life I might be.
In Love Punch Kill, you were kind of an anti-hero.
Yeah, but...
But it was all under the guise of being Brahmastra Part 1, Shiva.
See, I said it was a B or a D name, didn't I?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And you were a B grade.
Wow. Better than being an F grade.
F is for fantastic.
Is that what your mom said when you brought your report cards home?
That's what I said to her. Why would she say that? I got a belt to the butt.
Anyway.
I'd watch it for Mooney Roy.
I think there's elements to this where I'm like, you know what? That could be kind of fun. I was digging the Sanjay Dutt kind of Blade feel with the leather jacket and the
See, when
two swords
when,
come out.
when it said Sanjay D in the thing, I didn't realize that was Dutt. I just saw Sanjay D. I'd like when you just put the names without the last names. I'm like, okay, that I don't know what that means.
Like,
so I saw Sanjay Dutt. I got excited because I saw his face. I didn't realize it was him, and then I saw Mooney Roy, and I was like, oh, she's the freaky deaky. Okay, cool.
the freaky deaky.
Yeah.
With the freakiest of the deakiest.
You know what though? What I admired in this, I'm so used to certain things from like Stree.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, or you said. The one with Akshay Kumar, the comedy.
Bhool Bhulaiya?
Bhool Bhulaiya. I'm used to a certain look when it comes to ghosts that I was like kind of taken aback at the design of the ghostly lady here That actually, right off the rip, got me intrigued because they were doing something different with her look that I feel like I haven't seen very often. The trailer progressed and it showed me like a flashback that looked way too bright, but maybe that was by design because it's supposed to be the good times, but it still felt like a completely different film tonally. And then he's like, "Oh, come back to me," and I didn't like that performance.
No.
But she was there, and so everything else can kick rocks. I'm there for her, and I'm curious about the blade look from Sanjay Dutt, and the visual effects has me intrigued.
Yeah.
So,
No, it feels like something different, I guess. I mean, different in a way because it's kind of leaning more into superheroes and stuff. Although I guess recently with, you said the name and now I've forgotten it.
about what?
Part 2.
Brahmastra?
No. The movie with Rajkumar Rao.
Stree.
Yes. So recently with Stree 2, they definitely went more into the realm of feeling like superheroes and stuff. But like I can get behind, supernatural superheroes. Like I actually really enjoy that genre.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so we just saw a string of teasers. I don't know what's making the cut. I don't even know if this is in the video. But assuming everything's in the video, we saw a number of teasers that were violent. And I am not really on board with the trend towards just like excessive violence. This feels different.
Yeah.
And that alone makes me go, I want to see this one.
Yeah.
Even though it shows me just as little as everything else.
It looks fun,
Also,
honestly.
I don't have to stress about, stepping on religious sentiments by accident when I'm just trying to talk about a movie. This is just a ghost story with some action. I'm like, cool, let's see what happens.
I love a good ghost story.
Yeah. Also, Mooney Roy's in this. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jabby Kuwait. This is
Achara Cook.
Peace out.